Have you ever found yourself in the quiet of the morning, a cup of coffee warming your hands, looking out the window and wondering what the future holds? For many who have crossed the threshold of 80 years, this quiet moment can be tinged with a profound question. How can I not just survive, but truly thrive, living on my own? The world often paints a picture of aging as a steady decline, a slow surrender of independence. But what if that narrative is fundamentally wrong? What if this chapter of life, lived solo, could be one of dignity, strength, and unexpected joy? The question isn't born of fear, but of a deep human desire to remain the captain of one's own ship. It echoes in the minds of millions of American seniors, from the sun-drenched avenues of California to the quiet, tree-lined streets of Vermont. How do I maintain my autonomy, they ask, stay physically resilient, and feel secure in the home I've loved for decades without becoming a burden to others? The answer, thankfully, is not found in some elusive secret or expensive luxury. It lies in a set of practical, foundational essentials, life-sustaining tools that safeguard health, comfort, and, most importantly, peace of mind. In this deep dive, we are going to explore 5 of these critical essentials. These are not abstract concepts, they are tangible strategies tailored for the realities of life after 80. Each one is a pillar supporting the structure of a confident, independent life. We will move beyond simple tips and uncover the profound impact these essentials have on everything from physical safety to emotional well-being. They are about empowerment, not weakness, about foresight, not fear. I urge you to stay with me until the very end, because the final essential we discuss is often the one most easily overlooked, yet it possesses the power to fundamentally reshape your later years, ensuring they are defined not by limitation, but by a quiet and enduring fulfillment. Let us begin this journey together and discover that living alone after 80 doesn't have to mean living without hope, connection, or the simple, profound joy of being in control of your own life. The first, and arguably most fundamental, essential for a flourishing solo life in one's later years is the transformation of your living space into a sanctuary of safety and accessibility. For so many older adults, the home is a repository of memories, a comfortable cocoon built over a lifetime. Yet with the passage of time, this familiar environment can insidiously become a landscape of hidden perils. The grand staircase that once seemed elegant can morph into a daunting mountain to be conquered daily. The beautiful Persian rug that once tied the room together can become a treacherous tripping hazard lying in wait. Even the simple act of reaching for a favorite serving platter on a high kitchen shelf can transform into a precarious balancing act. These details, seemingly trivial in isolation, accumulate to create an environment of low-grade anxiety and risk. Over time, they can mean the difference between maintaining a cherished independence and suffering an accident that irrevocably alters the course of one's life. The statistics are sobering. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, falls are the leading cause of injury-related death among adults aged 65 and older in the United States. A single misstep on a slick bathroom floor or a stumble over clutter in a dimly lit hallway can result in a fractured hip, a traumatic brain injury, and a cascade of consequences including long hospitalizations, painful rehabilitation, and a devastating loss of confidence. This is precisely why medical professionals and geriatric specialists emphasize the critical importance of proactive home modification. Installing sturdy grab bars in the shower and beside the toilet is not an admission of frailty, it is a profound act of wisdom. Upgrading the lighting in hallways, stairwells, and closets to banish menacing shadows is a declaration of control. Placing non-slip mats in the bathroom and kitchen is a simple, powerful step towards self-preservation. These are not concessions to age, they are strategic maneuvers that protect your most valuable asset, your independence. Have you ever helped a loved one make their home safer? Share one change that made a huge difference in the comments below. Your experience could be incredibly helpful to someone else in this community. Beyond preventing accidents, a truly safe home setup embraces the concept of accessibility. This means thoughtfully arranging your environment so that daily life flows with ease, not effort. It involves organizing your kitchen so that the pots, pans, and dishes you use most frequently are on lower, easily reachable shelves. It means ensuring a telephone is always within arm's length in every primary room, eliminating the need to rush across the house to answer a call. It could even mean choosing furniture, like a comfortable armchair or a bed, that is the right height to get into and out of without strain. These adjustments smooth the friction of daily existence, allowing you to conserve your energy for the things that bring you joy, rather than expending it on a constant battle with your surroundings. Consider the story of Eleanor, an 82-year-old widow living in a charming but aging farmhouse in rural Maine. For years, she had shared the house with her husband, and every corner held a memory. She stubbornly ignored the increasing difficulty of navigating the narrow, steep staircase to her second-floor bedroom each night. But after a near tumble one evening that left her shaken and breathless, she knew denial was no longer an option. With the help of her son, she transformed a downstairs den into a beautiful and convenient new bedroom. They installed bright, motion-activated lights along the hallway and removed several large, cumbersome area rugs. The change was transformative. Eleanor's home once again became a place of comfort and security, not a source of constant worry. By taking control of her environment, she reclaimed her peace of mind and the freedom to move about her beloved home without fear. When your home is designed to support you, you are empowered to focus on living, not just on avoiding the next potential mishap. The second essential pillar supporting a strong, independent life after 80 is the establishment of a reliable and intentional system for nutrition and meal planning. In this season of life, the body requires consistent, high-quality fuel to maintain muscle mass, fortify the immune system, and power the cognitive functions that keep us sharp. Yet, for many seniors living alone, the ritual of meals can crumble into an afterthought. The motivation to cook, for one, can wane, leading to a reliance on simple snacks, skipped meals, or a freezer stocked with processed foods that are convenient but nutritionally bankrupt. This slow, almost invisible erosion of healthy eating habits can have devastating consequences, leaving an older adult vulnerable to the twin threats of malnutrition and sarcopenia, the age-related loss of muscle. A robust nutrition plan does not need to be a complex culinary endeavor. It begins with the simple, foundational commitment to keeping your kitchen stocked with the building blocks of health. Fresh fruits and vegetables, lean sources of protein like chicken, fish, and beans, and whole grains that provide sustained energy. These are the foods that arm your body with the vitamins, minerals, and proteins necessary to keep muscles strong, energy levels stable, and your immune defenses vigilant. Even the simplest of meals, a bowl of oatmeal topped with berries, a piece of grilled salmon with steamed broccoli, or a hearty lentil soup, can do more to protect your long-term health than a week's worth of frozen dinners. What truly matters is consistency. Eating regular, balanced meals sends a powerful signal to your body that it is being cared for, allowing it to function at its best. Meal planning emerges as a profoundly effective tool in this endeavor, acting as a shield against the temptation of unhealthy shortcuts. Seniors who dedicate a few hours each week to planning and preparing meals find themselves less stressed and far more likely to eat well throughout the week. This isn't about becoming a gourmet chef. It's about creating a sustainable routine that makes good nutrition the path of least resistance. It could be as simple as roasting a large tray of vegetables on a Sunday to add to meals for the next few days, or cooking a batch of quinoa to have on hand. It's about making the healthy choice the easy choice. If you're finding these insights valuable and are committed to your well-being, take a moment to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. You won't want to miss the crucial information we have coming up. Let's imagine the case of Arthur, a 79-year-old retired architect living alone in Sarasota, Florida after his wife passed away. Overwhelmed by grief and the silence of his home, he lost all interest in cooking. He subsisted on canned soups, crackers, and the occasional frozen pie, telling himself it didn't really matter. But soon he felt a palpable drop in his energy. His daily walks became shorter, and his doctor expressed concern about his noticeable muscle loss. This served as a wake-up call. Arthur started subscribing to a healthy meal delivery service 3 times a week and made a point of cooking simple, fresh meals on the other days. He rediscovered the simple pleasure of a baked sweet potato and found that preparing a colorful salad felt like a small, creative act. Within a few months, his energy returned. He felt stronger, and he found a new sense of comfort in the knowledge that he was actively nurturing his own health. A thoughtful, steady approach to food is one of the most potent tools for thriving alone. When you nourish your body with what it truly needs, you are directly investing in your strength, your balance, your cognitive clarity, and your enduring independence. Good food is so much more than fuel. It is a daily affirmation that you are worthy of care and effort. Moving forward, the third non-negotiable essential for living well and alone after 80 is the construction of a robust system for medical and health management. As we age, our bodies require more diligent maintenance, and even minor health issues can escalate into significant challenges if left unaddressed. When you live by yourself, you are your own primary caregiver and first responder. There may not be someone else present to notice subtle changes in your condition or remind you about an upcoming appointment. Therefore, having a dependable, proactive plan in place is not just a good idea, it is a critical component of your safety net. This system encompasses diligent medication management, regular communication with healthcare providers, and a well-conceived emergency readiness plan. One of the most insidious dangers for seniors living solo is the mismanagement of medications. With multiple prescriptions for various conditions, a situation known as polypharmacy, the risk of taking the wrong dose, skipping a pill, or mixing incompatible drugs is frighteningly high. The consequences can range from unpleasant side effects to life-threatening emergencies. This is why organizing your medications must be a top priority. Simple tools like a weekly pill organizer, clearly labeled and filled accurately, can eliminate daily guesswork. Setting alarms on a phone or a smart speaker can serve as an invaluable reminder. Keeping an updated and detailed list of all your medications, including dosages and the prescribing doctor, is crucial, especially in an emergency. When your medications are meticulously managed, you remove a major source of potential chaos and empower yourself to avoid health scares that could jeopardize your independence. Consistent access to and communication with your medical team is another vital part of this system. It can be tempting to postpone doctor visits, especially if you feel fine. But these regular checkups are your best defense. They are opportunities for preventative care, allowing your doctor to catch potential problems like high blood pressure or rising blood sugar levels when they are most manageable. Prepare for these appointments. Write down your questions and concerns in advance. Be honest about your symptoms and any challenges you're facing. This partnership with your healthcare provider shows that you are an active participant in your well-being. What's one simple health habit you practice daily that makes you feel stronger? Share it in the comments. Your tip could inspire someone else to take a positive step for their health today. Finally, emergency readiness is a cornerstone of this health management system. The reality is that emergencies can happen suddenly and without warning. Having a medical alert device, whether a pendant worn around your neck or a bracelet on your wrist, can be a literal lifesaver. It provides a direct line to help with the simple push of a button, offering immense peace of mind. Ensure that emergency contact numbers are posted clearly on your refrigerator and programmed into your phone. Know the location of your nearest hospital and have a plan for transportation. Consider preparing a go bag with your essential medical information, a list of medications, and copies of important documents. Consider Margaret, an 84-year-old former teacher living alone in a suburb of Denver after her children moved out of state. She was fiercely independent, but had become lax about her blood pressure medication and often canceled her doctor's appointments. One morning, she felt dizzy and fainted in her kitchen. She lay on the floor for hours, unable to reach a phone until a neighbor happened to check in on her. The incident was a terrifying wake-up call. Afterward, Margaret invested in a medical alert bracelet, created a detailed medication schedule with her pharmacist, and committed to her quarterly doctor visits. These changes didn't diminish her independence, they fortified it. They gave her back a sense of control and security, allowing her to continue living in her own home with confidence. A strong medical management system isn't about dwelling on what could go wrong. It's about creating a resilient safety net that frees you to enjoy your life with less worry, knowing you are prepared and in command of your health. While the physical aspects of well-being are paramount, they are incomplete without the fourth essential for a vibrant life after 80, the cultivation of deep and consistent emotional and social connections. We are, at our core, social creatures. While the practical pillars of safety, nutrition, and medical care form the foundation of independent living, none can fill the void left by a lack of human connection. Loneliness has been described by public health experts as a silent epidemic among older adults, and its impact is not merely emotional. A growing body of research demonstrates that chronic loneliness can be as detrimental to one's physical health as smoking or obesity, weakening the immune system, increasing the risk of depression and anxiety, and even accelerating cognitive decline. For any senior who wishes to thrive independently, building and nurturing a social support network is as crucial as any medication or diet plan. Meaningful connection doesn't necessarily mean a bustling social calendar or being surrounded by people constantly. The quality of our interactions far outweighs the quantity. What truly matters is having regular, reliable contact with others who offer encouragement, companionship, and a sense of belonging. This could manifest as a weekly phone call with a son or daughter that goes beyond a simple check-in to a real conversation. It might be a standing coffee date with a neighbor, or joining a local book club or gardening group at the community center. These small, consistent points of contact serve as powerful reminders that you are not invisible, that your thoughts and experiences still matter, and that you remain an integral part of the world around you. If you found this discussion on connection meaningful, please take a moment to hit the like button. It helps us understand what content resonates most with you and allows us to create more of it. Staying emotionally connected also means actively making space for joy and shared experience. Laughter shared with a friend over a funny story, the comfort of reminiscing about old times, or the simple act of sitting in companionable silence with someone who understands, these moments are the lifeblood of our emotional health. They lift a heavy spirit and recharge our inner batteries. In our modern age, technology offers incredible new avenues for connection that were unavailable to previous generations. Learning to embrace tools like video calls can bridge geographical distances, allowing you to see the faces of grandchildren who live across the country. Online forums and social media groups centered on hobbies, from bird watching to classic films, can connect you with a global community of kindred spirits. These tools are not a replacement for in-person contact, but they are powerful supplements that can keep the darkness of isolation at bay. Let's revisit the story of William, an 81-year-old widower living in a bustling Chicago neighborhood. After his wife's passing, the vibrant city outside his window felt a world away. His days melted into a silent routine of television and solitary meals. A profound emptiness began to settle over him, a feeling that no amount of rest or routine could dispel. Finally, at the gentle urging of his daughter, he joined a senior current events discussion group at the local library and started playing chess with a neighbor twice a week. The change was remarkable. He began to laugh again. He felt the weight of his loneliness lift, and even his doctor commented on a newfound vitality in him. The transformation came not from a new prescription, but from the healing power of meaningful human connection. Social bonds act as anchors, keeping us steady when the seas of life feel turbulent. They remind us that even when we live by ourselves, we do not have to face this chapter alone. Investing in these relationships is not merely a way to pass the time. It is a way to fill your heart and build the emotional resilience needed to move forward with courage and confidence. This brings us to our fifth and final essential, a cornerstone that is often underestimated but provides the very foundation upon which all the others rest: ensuring financial stability and leveraging daily support tools. Money, as the saying goes, may not buy happiness, but it absolutely provides security, agency, and the freedom to make choices that preserve your independence. Without a stable financial footing, even the most basic needs, healthy food, a safe home, necessary medical care, can become sources of immense stress and anxiety. For seniors to truly thrive on their own terms, it is imperative to have their financial affairs in order and to wisely utilize the practical support systems available in today's world. Financial stability begins with a clear and honest assessment of your income, expenses, and savings. This involves understanding the flow of your resources, whether from Social Security, pensions, retirement accounts, or other assets. Knowing what you have and creating a realistic budget is not about restriction. It's about empowerment. It relieves the gnawing background worry that haunts so many seniors. By prioritizing spending on essentials like housing, utilities, food, and health, you create a buffer against unforeseen costs and protect yourself from unnecessary financial strain. The goal isn't to live a life of lavish luxury, but one of quiet security, confident in the knowledge that your needs can be met without fear or desperation. Being vigilant against the ever-present threat of financial scams targeting seniors is also a crucial part of this financial self-defense. Parallel to financial management are the daily support tools that can make life infinitely more manageable. It is a sign of great wisdom to recognize that independence doesn't mean doing every single thing yourself. It means preserving your precious time and energy for the activities that matter most to you. These support tools are systems and services designed to lighten your daily load. It could be arranging for a reliable ride-sharing service or local senior transit to get to doctor's appointments and social outings without the stress of driving. It might mean hiring someone for a few hours a month to help with heavy house cleaning or yard work, keeping your home a place of comfort rather than a source of overwhelming chores. Many seniors find immense benefit in meal delivery services, which ensure a nutritious meal is always available, especially on days when energy is low. Simple technologies like automatic bill payments can prevent missed deadlines and late fees, while personal finance apps can help track spending with ease. If you've stayed with us to this final point, you are clearly dedicated to this journey of empowerment. Please comment with the number 5 below to let us know you've absorbed all 5 essentials. Your commitment is inspiring. Consider the experience of Linda, an 83-year-old woman in a suburb of Dallas, living alone after her husband passed. Initially, she was determined to do everything herself. She struggled to keep up with bills, often skipped meals when she was too tired to cook, and became increasingly isolated because she no longer felt comfortable driving. Her confidence and health began to decline. It was her granddaughter who gently helped her implement a new system. They set up automatic payments for all her utilities, arranged for a weekly grocery delivery service, and used a portion of her savings to hire a cleaning service twice a month. The transformation was profound. Freed from these burdens, Linda felt safer, less stressed, and had more energy. She began spending her afternoons gardening and enjoying long phone calls with her grandchildren. These support tools didn't make her dependent. They made her more independent by allowing her to direct her vitality toward what brought her life, not what drained it. Financial stability and daily support tools create a resilient platform that allows all the other essentials to function smoothly. When you manage your resources wisely and delegate tasks strategically, you can focus on living a rich, full life rather than merely surviving the day-to-day. As we draw this conversation to a close, let's take a moment to reflect on the interconnected web of these 5 essentials. They are not separate, isolated strategies, but a holistic approach to a dignified and empowered later life. A safe and accessible home protects your body from physical harm. Reliable nutrition fuels your strength and clarity. A strong medical system acts as your vigilant guardian of health. Deep social connections nourish your soul and remind you that you are not alone on this journey. And a stable financial foundation with practical supports provides the freedom and peace of mind to enjoy it all. Each pillar supports the others, creating a structure of resilience that allows you to live life on your own terms. Which of these essentials resonated most deeply with you? Is there an area in your own life or the life of someone you love where a small, proactive change could make a world of difference? Recognizing where to focus your attention is the first powerful step toward creating an environment where you can truly flourish. Remember, this is not about achieving some unattainable standard of perfection. It is about taking small, consistent, and compassionate steps toward a safer, stronger, and more fulfilling existence. Living alone after 80 does not have to be a narrative of decline or isolation. Instead, it can be a testament to human resilience, a chapter defined by wisdom, self-possession, and quiet joy. By preparing today, by thoughtfully implementing these essentials, you are giving yourself the greatest gift of all, the confidence and security to embrace the years ahead with grace. Thriving on your own is not just possible, it is within your reach when you choose to invest in yourself. Thank you for spending this time with us today. We would be honored to hear from you. Please leave a comment below sharing the single biggest takeaway you learned from our discussion and how you might apply it to your life. Your insights are invaluable to this community, and reading your thoughts gives us incredible encouragement. If you found this content helpful and enriching, please show your support by liking this video, subscribing to our channel, and sharing it with others who might benefit. Your support is what enables us to continue creating meaningful content designed to inform and inspire. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.